Oh, don't mind me, I'm just playing Donkey Kong Country to escape the horrors of life.
Typical.
It's officially 2024, everybody, and you all know what that means. Another year of constant suffering as everything we love gets taken away from us. And I mean, I originally wrote that as a joke, but like... And that was all just in January.
Why are you like this?
Alright, enough doom and gloom. For now. I think it's time I finally give a bit of an update about what's been going on over at the Gmod Funnies team. Or should I say, Dream Star Productions? Yep, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a rebrand. Nothing too major, it's not like Gmod Funnies is gonna be cancelled or anything. Though it almost was on several occasions, but let me explain myself. You see, this whole rebranding idea started back in May of last year. Trust me, I should have announced this rebrand like months ago. I was still recovering from a series of unfortunate events, which I'd rather not go into detail about for personal reasons, and me and the crew were in talks on how to revitalize the channel, because Lord knows we've been suffering way too many gaps in between content. Now of course we have been keeping the channel afloat recently with YouTube Shorts, though we knew that wasn't exactly gonna be enough. So, leave it to an ex-team member of mine, ZeraRBX, to suggest that we start doing comic dubs, as even now they seem to be pretty popular, especially in the YouTube Shorts format. Me and everyone else seemed to like the idea good enough, but there was one thing holding us back, and that was the name of our team, which was called, and I quote, the Gmod Funnies team.
Why?
Yeah, I know, it's a dumb name. Not only did it sound lame and cliche as hell, but it basically means that we dedicated our lives to focusing on just this. Which we have been doing, but that's part of the reason there are such big gaps in between content. We've been focusing so much on like scripts and new ideas that we often forget to upload something to please the YouTube gods. So that's basically where the idea came from to branch out. Gmod animations are still gonna be a constant, rest assured, but on top of that, we'll be experimenting with other things. I already mentioned comic dubs, but we're also planning to do some fan dubs and maybe some other styles of animation if you guys want. Now, all of this is well and good, but I'm sure a lot of you want to know about the status on the team itself, and it's not great. I think I made it clear that 2023 was absolutely horrible, at least for me, but a lot of the issues I'm about to bring up isn't limited to last year. It's been happening for a while. For one, our team constantly has a stream of gaining and losing team members all in the same year. Hell, that's part of the reason why we have so many casting call videos. It feels like every year we have to start off with a slightly different batch of members. Not all of it is in bad faith. For example, I previously mentioned Zura, and really the only reason he left is because he wanted to focus on bigger and better things, and I respect that. But the same can't be said for a lot of the others. Some of them were just sick and tired of waiting for things to do, which I also get, but others have claimed the work environment to be toxic and have even made attempts to try and bring us down, or expose as the kids would call it these days. Honestly, it was rough, and there were even times when I was questioning whether or not to move forward. But at least the team members who were willing to stick around managed to knock some sense into me. Outside of everything else I discussed in this video, the biggest reason I wanted to rebrand was to start fresh. Have a bit of a clean slate, as it were. Not to say that we aren't gonna make any more mistakes. Hell, I've already made the mistake of putting this video off for too long. But if there's one thing I learned in 2023, it's if you make a mistake, the best thing to do is to use it as a learning tool. After all, nobody's perfect.
Oh yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
I couldn't have put it better myself. And for those of you out there who still think we're toxic for some reason, just know that we're always finding new ways to improve, both in contents and work environment. And if you still feel the need to expose us despite me saying that, well, I think I've earned the right to use another clip.
There's the please, please, please get a life foundation.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm also rebranding my side channel to JCR and Friends. We're gonna do Let's Plays there, and you get to hear me ramble more in these storytime videos, so go check it out.